And welcome to Adraa Agricultural College in West Nile in Uganda. We're very happy and privileged to join you on this Montpellier Agricultural College Teagasc virtual evening, and I'm a Franciscan brother from County Leitrim originally. I've worked in East Africa for the last 30 years. I'm very happy to be here in Adraa just to welcome you and to be with you. Montpellier Agricultural College has two daughter colleges in East Africa. This one here in Adraa and one 900 kilometers away in Kenya, Baraka Agricultural College. Both of them are focusing on training for sustainable agriculture. The Franciscan Brothers' involvement in East Africa started back in 1975 when at the invitation to the Diocese of Nakuru in Kenya, three brothers left Montpellier. That's Dennis Lawler, Tom Burke and Jim Leonard, and they came to Kenya to take over a 400-hectare farm and an adjoining farmer training centre. And this was situated in the Rift Valley province. In colonial era it was known as the White Highlands.
The Franciscan Brothers, we have been all through in the evangelization of Word of God through practical means. That practical means we use is through promoting sustainable agriculture for rural development, and that is the same strategies we have been using in Ireland over many years down the line. And then that same spirit from Montpellier Agriculture College was brought to Kenya through Baraka Agriculture College. We have reached so many small-scale farmers within the marginalized regions in Kenya.
Generally speaking, if we look at Kenya, Uganda, the big change over the years has been the increase in population. Kenya at independence in 1963 only had 8 million, now it is 47, 48 million. Uganda had 5 million at independence the year before Kenya, now it is over 41 million people. And these changing demographic realities impacted very much on Baraka Agricultural College. Because initially it was like transferring Montpellier to Africa. And when it became very clear, maybe after a few years, that this high external input, high output agriculture wasn't responding to the needs of the increasing numbers of small-scale farmers.
Back 2010 to 2012, the Franciscan Brothers initiated an intervention to respond to the same needs of the small-scale farmers within Uganda, and where Adraa Agriculture College is established in Madiokolo district, West Nile region. And therefore, we encourage the growth of local food varieties that we find within the region. The region here meaning is the northern Uganda, South Sudan, and the Northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. These regions have diverse food crops, such as soya beans, which you see here, and simsim. These are all oil crops, and groundnuts, still oil crops. We have the cereals like sorghum, we have maize, and we have also the bulrus. When you go to South Sudan, you get it in plenty, as well as bambra nuts, which are also very nutritious. And when we look at the pulses, the beans, the pigeon peas, and the peas, the cow peas, that are all rich in nutrients, but then the ways in which they are produced is very poor. As a college, we promote the capacity building of these farmers in order to be in position to improve their production and also increase productivity per unit area of those crops.
We treat soil fertility here, for example, by looking at its physical characteristics. And when we look at the soil physical characteristic, we want to assess the soil texture. And soil texture can be tested. Each one of us, we can take a little soil in our hands. In a practical way, we can test soil texture by feeling it. So I want you to roll it and let it fall from your hands. As it is falling, I hope you felt there were some that were very hard. Don't clean completely, but look at your hands. What is left there? What would you call it? What is left there?
Something of dusty.
Dust, dust. We'll call it dust. But that is one of the simplest way you can assess soil. The one we are calling dust there is the clay particle in the soil.
Before you site your hive, you need to put the melted wax along the grooves of top bars, which will make bees to colonize the hive very fast. After doing the bedding, we shall take the hive to the apiary to be sited so that our hive can easily be colonized by the bees.
My name is Gashi Lois. I work as Field Extension Officer and Child Protection Officer for Adraa Culture College, and this gives me the opportunity to interact with the communities of Ofaka Sub-County. Gender affects access and use of resources, especially within Ofaka. Many women are deprived of opportunities in education and employment. In addition to that, women are not involved in decision making. There is domestic violence, and all these are attributed to attitudes which are influenced by culture. But the college has put in place measures to address some of these challenges, and these include advocating for rights of women to access and use resources, where we have facilities for mothers with babies to come for the capacity building training. We have a hostel for the mothers to sleep in after the classes, and then we have the daycare with a crèche for the babies to play in when the mothers are for classes.
We have reached to 480 very poor homesteads. We have supported 50 students in secondary education, and we have also supported 7 primary schools in their management and performance this year.
My name is Adraa Victor. I am the Environment Officer of Adraa Agriculture College. We are privileged to have a beautiful natural environment provided by our Mother Earth. In need to conserve and care for our Mother Earth, Adraa Agriculture College is committed to care and conserve natural resources within the college and outside and in its catchment areas. Why are we doing this? We are doing this because species have inherent right to exist, meaning evolution might never replace these species once they are gone. And we also are conserving to preserve and protect the food web, looking at the ecosystem services like nutrient recycling. We have waste decomposition, we also have carbon capture, and all these contribute to the conservation of the area. Some of these species have medicinal value, and some have other products like shea butter got from the shea nut trees. In AAC, through outreach development program with support from Irish people and Mission Kara, we are also promoting conservation in the catchment areas. Why we are doing this is to make sure we keep the species in their natural form. How we are conserving it is through discouraging bush burning. We discourage charcoal burning. We also promote protection of existing natural species. We also promote regeneration of these species and encourage tree planting as to multiply the number of trees we have in the region.
I am Brother Paul Masiko, Franciscan brother, working at Adraa Agriculture College in charge of poultry. So we are going to do the vaccination against Newcastle, of which we are going to have our vaccine. And this vaccine should be kept in a cold press of 2 degrees to 8 degrees. We are going to mix this water with the vaccine now. As you put like this, it will go by itself. Now our vaccine has mixed up uniformly. As we enter into our poultry house, we have to disinfect ourselves so that maybe if we have carried some germs from outside, it should not affect our poultry. That's enough, then you enter.
Hello, how is everybody? How are you keeping? Are you well? Okay. Now, my name is Aloysius Gavigan, Alo for short. I am 77 years old next birthday. I am 60 years a Franciscan religious. 50 years of that was spent in Mount Bellew Agricultural College. I was a member of the teaching staff there at the college. In 2008, I retired from teaching. And then in 2011, Brother Tony, a former principal of the college in Mount Bellew, who has been out here in Africa for at least 25 years, he asked me to come along with him and help to establish this agricultural training centre. Now, as you see, since 2011, the massive improvements, okay, since 2011. This is a building that was initiated by Father Jerry Foley. You all remember him, okay? He initiated this. So what I'm doing now is making the benches. The tools are coming. There are 2 containers coming from Ireland with all the tools and equipment for this farm here. Thanks to the good people of Ireland who donated all this equipment and money and so forth to this project that I'm doing at the moment. And special thanks to Mount Bellew Agricultural College and the Vincent Flynn and the past pupils. And to thank the good people of Ofaka. Thank the people, good people around this area of West Nile who welcomed us here. I appreciate the people of West Nile. They are lovely, honourable, friendly people. And God bless you all.
Amen. Bless you too.
Just on behalf of all of us here in Adraa and also from Baraka and the Franciscan Brotherhood of East Africa in general, I would just like to say thank you very much to Chagask, to Mount Bellew Agricultural College for giving us this opportunity of sharing what we're doing here, and just to wish you well. And just to say that I feel very strongly that you young people, future students of Mount Bellew, future students of other agricultural colleges, of universities, you have a very major role to play in trying the developing country to support them in their development process. And that can be most effectively done by you coming and spending time here, and they going and spending time and sharing with you. I think all learn, okay? I think the old adage of to think locally but to act globally was never more required than it is in the post-coronavirus era of humanity. I say that the fertility, fruitfulness of this area, if you just look at this, I'm sure you've never seen a fruit like this. This is the jackfruit. Jackfruit is a very beautiful fruit. Ugandans love it. You sort of have to have an acquired taste for it, but it's beautiful. But it's indicative of the fruitfulness of all of this East Africa, Sudan, Uganda, Kenya in particular, okay? So we wish you well. May God bless you and keep you always, and keep you safe, and enjoy life.